50 million years ago, much of Africa was a vast tropical region. It was here, 10 million years after the last dinosaur went extinct, that the ancestors of both the mammoth and the modern elephant first emerged. They were called proboscideans for their extended trunk-like noses. The earliest of their order was small and amphibious. The pig-like Moratherium had only a hint of a trunk and hippo-like tusks. Like whimsical players on Africa's evolutionary stage, the mammoth's ancestors experimented over millions of years, trying on tusks of every shape and design. Survival depended on ability to adapt. The earliest proboscideans with both trunks and tusks were the dinotheres, who arrived on the scene some 40 million years ago. Without bones, trunks can't fossilize, but scientists know from the keyhole-shaped opening high in the skull that they were there. Over the millennia, most of these animals would disappear, and the shovels, hooks, fangs, and spear-like appendages would evolve into elegant curvy tusks for the surviving species, mammoths and elephants. African elephants would remain on the continent. In this tropical latitude, they developed large ears to facilitate heat loss. But as some animals migrated north and east to Europe and Asia, they adapted to changing climate and higher latitudes. The Asian elephant migrated to India, where it would develop smaller ears since the climate didn't require such an extreme ventilation system. Its cousin, the southern mammoth, pushed onward toward cool northern climes. Almost 2.5 million years ago, the southern mammoth arrived in Europe, where it remained for another 1.5 million years. Moving at a plodding pace of only 3 miles per year, the southern mammoth later migrated across the Bering Land Bridge to North America. It would eventually evolve into the Columbian mammoth. Then, 750,000 years ago, one of many waves of global cooling occurred. In Eurasia, mammoths grew longer hair and thicker skin. This was the steppe mammoth. Its ears shrank as it moved into more extreme climates, and its hair grew even more coarse and shaggy. The woolly mammoth was born. Continuing its slow trek into Siberia, where it faced no competition from elephants, it lived among other animals that had adapted to life on the dry, grassy steppe. Then, only 100,000 years ago, some woolly mammoths made their way across the Bering Land Bridge to take up residence in North America. While the Columbian mammoth, its larger and less hairy cousin, migrated as far south as Mexico, the woolly mammoth remained in the northern part of what is now the United States. Huge herds of mammoths roamed the entire northern hemisphere for thousands of years, until mysteriously they all vanished from the earth.